This week we're going to preview Thursday's USDA monthly supply demand report. We're also going to give an updated forecast of South American weather, specifically looking at southern Brazil. And we're going to wrap things up looking at trends in export sales for U.S. corn. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We've moved in the middle of December here, and that means it's time for the monthly USDA supply-demand update. That'll come out on Thursday, December 9th. Let's take a look at the trade estimates for that report. We've highlighted corn here. We're looking at the U.S. ending stocks of corn for the month of December are forecast at 1.485 billion bushels. Now notice in December it was 1.493, so the trade's not looking for much change compared to November on average. However, look at that range. From 1.4 to roughly 1.575 billion bushels. 175 million bushels is a fairly wide range, so watch on Thursday and be prepared for potential volatility if that number on Thursday is outside the range, or even if it's deviated from what the average trade estimate is. Let's take a look at South America. Looking at Brazil at 118.4, that would be slightly higher than what it was November. And Argentina at 54.2 million tons, slightly lower than what it was in November. Notice there's no change in production. The next update of U.S. corn production will be made in January. This time of year, of course, we're focused on weather in South America. Specifically, we're going to look at full season corn in Brazil, where that corn is grown. Now, we'll continue to focus on this for the next few weeks here as we wrap up calendar year 2021. Looking at the full season corn in Brazil is pollinating as we speak here in mid-December. Majority of that corn is grown in those southern states, Rio Grande do Sul, Paraná, and some of those other states highlighted. Now, as you look at those states, of course, as corn is pollinating, critical to look at the weather trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. We're focusing in on the last 30 days here to give you a perspective of subsoil moisture. Notice in that southern area, again, those southern states, particularly Rio Grande do Sul, one of the largest full-season corn producing states in Brazil, is quite dry at the moment. And there are some concerns that there is some crop losses there. Now, as we move further north, a little bit better conditions, but still drier than normal. Now we're going to focus on the next 14 days, the next 2 weeks. And it looks like it's going to remain dry in those far southern states. So, again, this corn is pollinating. There is some stress taking place. I would emphasize, however, remember that only about 25% of Brazil's corn is full season. The remainder is safrinha corn that will be planted in February. Let's move on now and focus on U.S. export trends in corn. We're going to start out this week looking at unshipped sales of corn on a weekly basis. Notice that we're slightly below last year's record level. China, however, is above last year's, 115 million bushels above last year. So we are seeing some competition from areas such as Ukraine and Argentina chipping away at that business elsewhere. Let's move on now and focus on export sales in terms of destinations. Here's the key point. We start the second quarter on December 1st. The second quarter of the crop year is December, January, and February. We're only modestly below last year's record in terms of unshipped books, so we look for a significant uptick in U.S. corn exports in this Feb quarter. Now we're going to focus on ethanol production. Ethanol production remains near record levels here. It did back off a bit in a recent week, so we're going to be monitoring this closely to see if there's any impact from the pandemic in terms of driving trends as we get in the winter. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in December corn futures. We're looking at the highest price for December 2021 corn since 2012. Again, this contract will expire next week. But as we look towards next year, December 22, at trading about $5.55 a bushel, that's the highest price for the prior December, again, in 9 years. So this is critical. As we look forward to next year's production, continue to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.